3 and a first.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now Pollard. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Newton has the hook up here to Hogan. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On first down, it's Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Step 180. Come on. 8. Tight end's right. Hey. You got that?
From the gun on third down, Newton. They'll roll him out right. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and 12 at the 17-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Mike 57. Check the backer. Check the hot read. Hey, watch it. Slam. Watch that. Say.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 38, Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down now, Pollard, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Brings up second and 7 at the 40-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Hey, Alpha. Minus 50. Come off the ball.
Now Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
46 down, man, 5-4. 51 the mic, boy, 51.
Now Wentz on third down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Wentz. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wentz again. Safarian Jenkins has it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A solid pickup at 13 sets them up first and goal.
But that's how you get right up off of the mat because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Deshaun Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Check. Check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Black.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, Haywood!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Stay with your man!
Mike 50, Mike 50. I got one.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog.
Here, here.
I got it.
Hey, 57, 57.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 45 on second down. Wentz. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Go. Winning! Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Wentz now on first down. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Try to get it to Woods, and it's 3rd and short.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he lost the football.
Let's go.
The offense retains possession.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face, because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bravo!
Check 99.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up that.
It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
55. Shift, shift. Shift. Shift, shift.
Greg, Greg.
Watch the shift.
I get it.
Here's Newton. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Bengals lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair kick. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is Cook with a grab. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Here we go. 120. Sunday.
Tighten up.
Throwing on first is Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch safety crease.
On 2nd and 9. Newton flushed out right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Joker. Check nickel. Shift.
Now it's Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds Fitzgerald. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Darren Lee there to get him down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 24, Wentz. And incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Throwing now is Wentz. And down he goes. goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Darren Lee in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. On the return, Jackson. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. And an update from up in Washington. And the Cardinals continuing to surge. They've scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. From the 50, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 43-yard line. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
57.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
To try again after the sack. Newton escaping the pressure right.
I got you, boy.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Check. Lucky. Switch. Kill.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Thomas Davis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Darren Lee able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Wentz. And brought in by the tight end Cook. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
I'm coming after you.
Newton now to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Pollard going to try the right side. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. He'll get this one complete to Terry Godwin. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Newton to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time,
they practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got you.
Hey, exit.
Back to throw. Wentz. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Slam. 36. Check safety.
They'll run with McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
I'm scared.
Hey, box truck.
To throw is Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cowboys, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.